So, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day, depending on where you're watching us from this morning. Today is day 6 of our intermittent fasting challenge, and today I'm coming in a little bit more earlier in the morning. I just thought, why not kind of do it now in the morning, and so that I can get it out of my way. Just excited to continue to do this every single day, to continue to come along and to talk about the challenge. Thank you so much to everyone who has continued to join, who's continued to tell us that they are joining, who's continued to kind of in a way encourage us along the line, along the way. We really appreciate that. We really appreciate your continued support, and we really pray that this will bring something substantial and will be of importance to you guys. And so today I'm just coming along because I don't want to really do an evening recording. I've got something else planned for the evening. And just now, today, I won't really be covering anything in particular, but I just want to recap on the things that we have done so far for 6 days, because obviously tomorrow will be day 7. And as we're going into day 7, that means we'll have done this for 1 week. So we'll be just 2 weeks into fasting becoming like part of our lifestyle. And so before we get into day 7 and also tomorrow, I want to be taking a little bit of break, most probably not posting anything because of course it's Sunday. I want to try to honor the Sabbath day. I want to try and leave Sunday to be a day that I can concentrate on church stuff and concentrate on preparing myself for the week ahead. And so I will have just maybe a short coming in the morning and probably an update on my exercise, but I won't be doing a live stream tomorrow. So that's why I'm doing this today, this morning, just kind of in a way to encourage you guys, to let you guys know that if you're doing this, you're not alone. We're doing it together, and we'll continue doing it without it's gonna be well at the end of the day. And so today I just want to recap the things that we've talked about from the beginning of the challenge. So we began on Monday. On Monday, we talked about like just generally what's the fast about. And then on Tuesday, we talked about fasting, defining what intermittent fasting is, the different types of intermittent fasting that one can be able to embark on. And then on Wednesday, we talked about what happens to our bodies when we fast. So how the body breaks down the different energy that we give it, if it's like fat, if it is like you can have protein and you have carbohydrate. And so when you are in the fed state versus in the fasted state, what happens to your body? And then on Thursday, I came on with my dear friend and sister Abigail, and we just talked about the mind, how the mindset really plays an important role, how you can prepare yourself for fasting by preparing your mindset and being able to prepare yourself accordingly. And then yesterday I came along and was just talking about those people who are allowed and those people who cannot be allowed to fast. So kind of looking at the differences of who can and who can't fast. And so today, as I said, I'm just coming along to continue to encourage you. If you're on this journey, know that you're not on it alone. You're doing it with other people. You're doing it within your tribe. You're doing it within your community. And so just continue to carry on what we're doing. Continue to look at the right window that works okay for you. Continue to be encouraged because you're not in it alone. You're doing it again, as I said, within a community. Continue, if you're doing this, continue to stay hydrated as well. Hydration is very important. Ensuring that you're drinking enough, ensuring that you're resting enough, ensuring that I was thinking about some kind of 3 M's to think about when you're fasting. M number 1 is your motivation. Why are you doing this? I've mentioned this on the previous recording. Once you know your why and you allow yourself to know your why and you go into it, the 7 levels of why, they actually will encourage you to get to a point you realize that you want to really be able to do it, because maybe you want to lose some weight, maybe you want to reverse some health condition. Wherever it is, your why will be your driver that will enable you to continue doing this for a longer time and to stay motivated no matter what. What is your motivation? What really keeps you going? What really continues to encourage you day after day after day? What is it that you're willing to pay for the price to get that body that you want, that health, good health that you want to have at the end of the day? And then the other thing that we talked about, the other M that I want to talk about is your mouth when you're fasting. Like kind of in a way, what is it that you are kind of in a way encouraging yourself, speaking positive things, but also kind of telling yourself, when I start to refeed, the things that I'm going to allow my mouth to put into my body will be things that are healthy, will be things that are encouraging my health, that are things that are motivating me. So you're doing more fruits and vegetables, you're doing more encouraging yourself to eat more healthily, ensuring that you're more productive in the sense that when you open your mouth to refeed again, you're putting in calories that are helpful for you, you're putting in more fruits and vegetables. And I said it doesn't have to be expensive. You can go for cheaper versions of things and you still can be able to eat healthily. And then the third M that I was thinking about is the mind, which is something that Abby covered again, the mindset. If your mind is not set on it, if your mind is not prepared, if your mind is not planned for it, there are high chances that you will be discouraged, you will be demotivated along the line. So kind of in a way telling yourself, what am I doing this? And kind of setting your mind and that mindset we are innate to come to an end. So when you begin something, be somebody that tell yourself, I'm not just going to start something and then I'm going to drop it off at the end of the day. Be that somebody that is motivated. When you start something, be a finisher. When you start something, tell yourself, start with the end goal in mind. Remind yourself, why am I doing this? And then speak to your mind. As Abby was saying, the protective mind will want to protect you against starving. But you're telling your mind, like, we're not doing this to starve ourselves. We're doing this to enhance our health. We're doing this to become better. We are doing this to become a better versions of us. So if you look at these three things today, like if you're motivated, if you're thinking about when you open your mouth to refeed, what are you putting in? And if you think about your mind kind of controlling your mind and saying to the mind, at the end of the day, we are doing this together as a team. I usually say to myself, when I go to run, sometimes my body is feeling exhausted. My mind is telling myself another thing. But every time I keep on saying, we are a team. Body, soul, and mind. We work together. We work together to ensure that we are better off. We work together to ensure that our lives are becoming better. If I am able to run, the body will benefit, but the mind also will benefit from it. So I keep on speaking to these three things. I keep on speaking to my heart. I keep on speaking to my mind. I keep on speaking to my body. Sometimes I go running and I'm feeling like I don't want to do this anymore. I've heard enough. But then just constantly speaking to myself and saying like, we are doing this for the longer term. We are doing this. We're going to benefit all of us. Has been so helpful, has been so important at the end of the day. And so today, I'm just encouraging you as you're thinking of those three M's, as you're thinking about your mind, as you're thinking about your motivation, as you're thinking about your feeding, and when you're opening your mouth to refeed again, what you're putting in, continue to encourage yourself and continue to say to yourself, I will be better. I will get there in the end. And if you started the journey and in between, I just feel like talking to somebody today. Maybe you wanted to do this and you started it off and now you're feeling like you've broken it off. You're not being able to be disciplined enough. Maybe you haven't been able to stay or to stick in momentum. It doesn't mean that you can't do it again. If you've fallen off yesterday, you can still pick it up again today. We still have 24 days to go. We still have a long time to get there. So if you're still on the fence, you can still join. But also if you've started and you found it a little bit difficult and ended up dropping off along the line, you know what? It's not the end. You can still be able to get something out of it. So as I bring this to an end, as I'm bringing this to a finish, I just want to encourage you and to continue to tell you, you know what, you can do this. You can make it at the end of the day. Don't allow anything to tell you any way or any other way around, because at the end of it all, I know that you are there. You're motivated enough, you're determined enough, and at the end of it all, with the grace of God, you will be able to make it. I don't want to make this a long recording, so I shall see you again on Monday evening when I do the next live streaming. But until then, take care, have a good day, and I shall see you soon. Bye-bye.